What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Ty Smith here, aka Modern Renaissance Man, and you're getting ready to watch the Just Saying portion of my channel. This portion has comedy in it, a little small sarcasm with truth bombs in there. It's meant to kind of make people laugh, also meant to trigger some people. That was a lot. That's Mr. President. If I get this vaccination, will I get COVID again?
You said no.
You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you had these vaccinations.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey, folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID.
And when people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Dr. Fauci says he has COVID again.
If you've done the right thing and gotten vaccinated, you deserve the freedom to be safe from COVID-19.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And this morning, I learned I tested positive for COVID-19 as well.
With 3 doses that would be prevented not just from serious illness, but from getting this virus, this Omicron variant, and therefore giving it to others.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews is in quarantine for 7 days after testing positive to COVID.
I'm fully vaccinated. It gives me some comfort.
Anthony Albanese has just tested positive for coronavirus.
Having received 2 doses of AstraZeneca, it's a very effective vaccine protection from symptomatic illness and therefore risk of transmission to others.
And now that you know the truth shall make you free, but yet at the same time,
as a way to showcase their talents, tell a concise story, or experiment with new techniques and ideas. Short films are popular at film festivals.
You know, somehow, I told you so,
and even attract funding
just doesn't quite say it.
Including featured.
what is going on, good people? Hope y'all are out there doing well. Hope everybody are doing great in your lives. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I shouldn't have to say any more than what I'm saying right now. You guys all see the title right there. Therefore, you should know exactly what this video is going to be about, okay? Don't forget that if you are in here right now, do me a favor, double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. If you would, make sure you are still subscribed to the channel, okay? Appreciate if you did that. Also, if you enjoy the stuff that I'm putting out, make sure you hit that like button so that this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm, okay? Really appreciate it if you guys would all do that. And also, every last one of you guys, which I'm going to assume every last one of you guys, you all have a cell phone, okay? You all have a cell phone, which means that you have a chance to help this message get put out. You have a chance to help this grow. As y'all can see, I'm still in my workout clothes because I had to come home. After that, I'm sweaty and smelly. My wife can't stand it. But I just had to get this breaking news out to y'all while this is fresh off of the press, ladies and gentlemen. And you all see that Whoopi Goldberg has gotten COVID for a third time. For a third time. She's quadrupled stuck, ladies and gentlemen. Quadruple, okay? But I'm going to share this screen with you guys. But what I was going to tell you guys, y'all can hear what? Background music. So Whoopi Goldberg is quadrupled vaxxed. Quadruple, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what I told you guys, the reason why I said that, the reason why I mentioned to you guys about the cell phone, because you guys all have a chance to get with somebody that's in your cell phone, that's in your contact list, and let them know about this channel. Tell them to go over here and subscribe, especially if they share the same morals and values and they think like you do, critically. You know what I mean? So appreciate you if you all would do that. Appreciate all 131 of you guys being here. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, that's how you can do it right there before y'all start emailing me and sending things in saying, where's your Cash App, blah, blah, blah. There it is right there. If you do send something in Cash App, yes, I will read it by the end of the show. I thank you in advance for it. Is it required? Absolutely not, but it's definitely appreciated. I don't need nobody's money, but a lot of you do like to show some shape, form, or fashion of support of the channel. All right, get that out the way. You won't hear me mention that no more. All right, okay, so check this out, folks. I want to share this video with you guys about Whoopi Goldberg and what happened to her 9 months ago, and I need some crowd interacting with me on this as well, okay? I want to know, first of all, when I play this video, if you guys can hear it, okay?
Care, miss, when you feel better. It's coming back. It's coming back. Yeah.
Can y'all hear that? Before I go on, I need to know if you guys can hear this. Okay, appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate it, K. Michael, my most unsubscribed subscriber. Okay, so let me take this back a little bit and let you guys hear this. And look, if y'all want to timestamp a little bit on this, I did this video.
Hello and welcome
I did this video 9 months ago. This was 9 months ago.
to The View. Unfortunately, Whoopi is out with COVID. Yep. So
No
rest
way.
up and get back here, miss, when you feel better.
Say it again.
Good morning, everyone. Hello and welcome to The View. Unfortunately, Whoopi is out with COVID. Yep. So
No
rest
way.
up and get back here, miss, when you feel better. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Another friend of mine got
Oh,
it
here
too.
we
I
go.
mean, we have to be careful again.
And it's
Damn.
interesting because a lot of people aren't getting that new booster.
Yeah, I just
with
got
the
mine.
different variety.
I got mine.
That one is, I got it a couple months ago and I did get a reaction to it, but it made me
Is
feel
everybody
safer.
eligible for it now? Oh,
It made her feel safer.
you have to be
Yeah.
certain.
In New York,
No,
at
everyone.
least.
Yeah.
Clap if you had your third booster. Very good. Smart.
It's worth it.
Smart.
It's worth it.
It's worth it, they say. Y'all just heard that, right? It's worth it. It's worth it. Now, I know I did a video last night. Y'all might hear some repeating in here, especially for those of you that was here last night. Y'all see the rhetoric that's going on right now. First of all, it's nothing more than a big, huge marketing scheme right now for them to promote the vaccination. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me make this disclaimer. Make sure you follow what the CDC and the NIH and the WHO tells y'all to do when it comes to this disease, because it's so terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all do what they say. Disclaimer. Y'all, if y'all don't understand sarcasm, you don't understand sarcasm. Anyway, what I want you guys to pay attention to when I played that video is what Joy Reid, not Joy Reid, but you might as well be Joy Bear. I want y'all to pay attention to what Joy Bear said right here. Listen to what she said about it's back again, okay? Check this out.
Hello and welcome to The View.
Just
With
got
the
mine.
different
It's coming back.
Yeah.
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 Okay, y'all heard that, right? You guys all heard that. Now, let me show you what she is saying 9 months later.
Yeah. We've been
Yeah.
here for
Let me make sure y'all are seeing this. I'm sharing the screen with y'all. Let me show you what she's saying 9 months later.
27th year
27.
on the air. We've been
Yeah.
here for 27 years. I was here for all of it except for 2 when they canned me. Years ago. When they sacked my behind.
Does it feel the same to you, Joy?
What, honey?
Every time, every season, every new season?
It feels the same. Yeah. It's Groundhog Day every day for me.
In the best way.
As you can see, Whoopi is not here. She has COVID. Yes, it's back. It's back.
It's back.
There we go. Y'all see that? Y'all see
She's
it?
on the mend. She's on the tail end, and she'll probably be back this week. She is not here. She has COVID. Yes, it's back. It's back.
It's back.
It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back.
The reason why I want you guys to see that video, the reason I played that video right there, because I'm showing you that it's the same exact rhetoric that's going on.
Another friend.
Let's get ready to get into
Just
With
got
the
mine.
different variety.
I got mine
That one, I
Oh, here
too.
we
I
go.
mean,
Hey.
get back here, miss, when you feel better. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Then get back here
people aren't getting that.
Oh, here
too.
we
I
go.
mean, better. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Then get back here, miss, when you feel better. It's coming back. It's coming back
Oh,
too.
here we
I
go.
mean, we have to be careful again.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? It's coming back. It's coming back. Where did it go? where did it go? Where like the cold? Where does the cold go, ladies and gentlemen? Where does the flu go? Does it just go away in the ground? Does it go and hide? Does it go and say, you know what? Our day of making people sick is over. Let us go and rest during the summer. And when the fall comes back around, let us stretch out our spike protein. Let us stretch out our spikes so we can go and infect people because we're back. Understand that this is a big, huge marketing deal that's going on to promote the vaccination, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all just saw almost a year ago, 9 months ago, that they said Whoopi Goldberg was out, and they was all saying, "Oh, this new one." Even Sunny, silly Sunny, stubborn silly Sunny, she gets on there and then she says, "Oh, you know about the new one that's out? You know about the newest one now? I got mine. Who in here has their third one? Woo-hoo-hoo! I feel safer from what? You feel safer from what? Whoopi Goldberg is twice vaccinated and twice boosted, just like President Biden's wife, Jill Biden, and they got it again. Your leaders, y'all put so much faith in Dr. Fauci because Dr. Fauci was the head of blah, 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 blah. You damn people like me and other medical professionals, when we told y'all the basic ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s of viruses, when I had to take classes in virology, cytology, immunology, we learned the basic ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. And again, if I'm repeating myself, you heard this last night late, I apologize, but there's people in here that didn't hear this when I talked about this last night. I don't care who the person is. I don't care who the news, who TV makes these people out to be. That does not mean these people are the smartest people in the whole wide world, period. And Dr. Fauci, them lied to y'all faces. And to you who try to sit there and stick up for Dr. Fauci and other people that's in the news that lie to you, you have Stockholm syndrome. And you are making excuses for those that abuse you. I just played a video of big world-renowned leaders that y'all put y'all faith in. They lied to your faces and told you to your face that you will not get COVID again, that this vaccination is going to keep you from getting COVID again. And people got it again. Well, you know what? If you get the booster, that's really going to keep you from getting COVID again. People got boosted, and guess what? They got it again. Well, if you get this third booster that we put out there, for some odd reason, it's the first vaccination of its kind that you need all these boosters for. For what? They say it's there to protect you. And I'm repeating myself when I say this. You will learn, and you don't have to be, people always want to do this. Y'all don't have to be y'all don't have to be in the medical field like me to know this. Y'all don't have to be in the medical field, but I'm telling you right now, you will see, go study, look up at yourself. When viruses mutate, viruses typically get weaker. They can be more contagious, but as far as their severity go, it gets weaker. Whoopi Goldberg has now contracted COVID 3 times while she has all the protection, right? She's gotten it 3 times. What did it protect her from? Well, if she hadn't got it, Ty, it would make her symptoms worse if she didn't get it. How do you know? I haven't gotten COVID at all. So Whoopi Goldberg, me and Whoopi Goldberg compare our scores. It's 0-3. Me and Dr. Fauci, 0-2. Me and Jill Biden, what? 0-2. Me and all these world-renowned people I just showed y'all on my video, 0-3, 0-2, all this. Again? They got it again? They're vaccinated, but they got it again. Anywho, let me get ready to share this screen with you guys because, appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Stop emailing me about Cash App and all that. Is right there. And I keep forgetting. Y'all, I'm working on my new technology here. I'm just going to put this box up there. I'm just going to put the box up there, okay? There you go, right there. There you go. That's how you can support the channel through PayPal, blah, blah, blah. If you want to join Patreon, that's how you can do it right there. Anyway, let me get ready to move on to some stuff, right? So I'm going to go ahead and read this little incident that happened to Miss Whoopi Goldberg. Okay? Give me a second. Don't forget, while we have this little awkward pause going on right now, if you would hit that hit the like button so the video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Okay? Appreciate it if you did that. Here we go. Let me see how it shows up. All right. This is how it's going to show up. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So some things might be in the way right here, but let me see if I can move some things over. Oh God, that's not gonna work. That's in my way. I'm getting ready to get rid of that brown box. You can pause the video if you want to see that. Okay. Let me get rid of that. All right, so there we go. There you have it. You guys can all see this screen right here, okay? And I'm just gonna read it off to you. The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg has tested positive for COVID-19 again. Co-host Joy Bear announced Tuesday as the show returned from its summer hiatus. Bear announced that Goldberg was not at the table for the season's premiere due to the illness. She said, "It's back, but she's on the mend. She's on the tail end, and she'll probably be back this week. But sorry, she's not here for those of you who are looking forward to seeing her," she said. Goldberg has had the virus 3 times, suffering previous bouts in November 2022 and also earlier that year in January. It says, after returning to the table in November 2022, following her second positive diagnosis, Goldberg told the audience that she came off a tough illness and that it was not funny. So let me get this straight, because I want to do things in such a way that it can help a lot of people that seem to not be able to have like a brain think. Whoopi Goldberg said she just came off of an illness, and she said it's not funny. She came off a hard illness. The hard illness that Whoopi Goldberg came off of, she was also boosted and vaccinated for that illness. So I'm trying to get you guys to think about something to tell you how my brain thinks here. They tell you that by getting the vaccination, is what they say. They say when you get the vaccination, it will make your symptoms very mild. Well, according to Whoopi Goldberg, with her being vaccinated and everything, from the sound of it, hers didn't sound mild. Did it? She said, "I just came off of a tough illness." Now, does that sound like there's something mild, ladies and gentlemen? A lot of conservatives who posted about how much they hate Fauci, that they would rather get COVID than ever test again. She said, "Let me explain something to you as somebody who just came off of it again, and not a nice light, because I came off of a tough COVID diagnosis." She said, "Okay, you don't want to get this. It's not funny. You don't want this. This will kill you. What's the matter with you people?" We should be asking, what's the matter with you? We should be asking, what's the matter with you, Whoopi? Don't ask what's the matter with us people that's unvaccinated. We want to know what's wrong with you, because at that time you were triple vaccinated, and you said, hey guys, listen to me. I'm trying to help some people think. If I was to come to you guys and say, "Man, this stuff is tough, man. It was complete hell. You don't want to experience this. It is not funny." When you guys say, "Man, Ty, that hit you hard," but then I tell y'all, "Well, look, I'm triple vaccinated," when you be like, "Wait a minute. Hold on, Ty. You're triple vaccinated and it got you like that?" So I'm confused. I thought they said that if you do get the vaccinations and all that and you happen to contract COVID, it won't be as severe. Well, according to Whoopi Goldberg's own testimonial, that sounds pretty severe to me. See, you can't do stuff like that to me. I'm common with this. I don't care. Take the medical mind out of it. I've always thought like this. Always. I'm very critical. I'm very logical. I like to question things. I like to dig deep. So to me, that did not keep Whoopi Goldberg from having it didn't stop the severity of the illness by her being triple boosted. Right? Anyway, let me go ahead and read some more. Her co-hosts previously demanded the live audience provide their COVID-19 booster status after announcing Goldberg's positive test. Why? It says her co-hosts previously demanded the live audience provide their COVID-19 booster status after announcing Goldberg's positive test. If you want to come and be a part of our live audience, ladies and gentlemen, we want to sell. We want to help make sales with the booster. We want to market the booster. If you want to come and sit in our live audience, you must purchase, go out or whatever, and get the vaccination. And we want to see proof of it. so we can help make them money. I digress from that. Now, again, like Joy Bear said 9 months ago, and like the news is probably getting ready to do it to you guys, and some of you guys that are in here right now, I'm not talking to all of you, you're going to fall for it. You're going to be a part of it. Oh, yeah, it is coming back, Ty, because my neighbor, oh, it is coming back, Ty, because we know some, oh, bull crap. So what? So is, guess what? When the wintertime gets here, guess what you're going to see a whole lot more of too? You're going to see a whole lot more of the flu. You're going to see a whole lot more of the cold. You want to know why? That's what happens in the wintertime every single year. Hospitalizations, y'all can call it this one. This one I want y'all to understand too. Just because you hear about hospitalizations going up, it does not mean that those patients were admitted to the hospital. I'm going to say it again for you in the back. I know. Where I go? Okay, I know. Let me say it for the people in the back. Just because they tell you and you hear about hospitalizations are going up, that does not mean that people are being admitted. Y'all know how many people come into these medical facilities, these hospitals, and these gosh, I'm having a brain cramp. The care clinics, the ER care clinics. You know how many people go into those clinics with a fever, with a cold, with mild symptoms of the flu? Do you know how many people come in there all the time and they give them the medication, they going about their way? So what I'm trying to tell y'all, don't fall for the foolery again and the trickery of hospitalizations are going up. Yeah, people are coming in because that's what happens in the wintertime. What happens in the wintertime, there's not as much sun being shown. You find yourself being in the house a lot more. What happens is that if you are in the house and you are a little bit ill yourself, that stuff is circulating through your house. That's why a lot of times if one person in the house gets sick, next thing you know, it makes its way through everybody else. The stuff is being pushed through your house and recirculated. Anyway, let me get away from that. I'm going to read this part right here again. She said right up here, a lot of conservatives who posted about how much they hate Fauci, that they would rather get COVID than ever test again. Let me explain something to you as somebody who just came off of it again, she said. And not a nice light, because I came off of a tough COVID diagnosis. Okay, you don't want to get this. It's not funny. You don't want this. This will kill you. What's the matter with you people? What's the matter with you people? And like again, right there says Joy said it's coming back. Another friend of mine got it too. I mean, we have to be careful again. What do you mean be careful? Be careful. Okay, so we have to be careful again, right? She said we have to be careful again. What did being really careful the first time do for it? Huh? Being careful the first time, what did being careful do for it? It didn't make a difference. Goldberg also missed time in February due to the illness, although it wasn't because of COVID. Goldberg expressed shock the first time she got the virus since she was vaccinated, although breakthrough cases have been common over the past 2 years. COVID vaccine proponents continue to say they are worthwhile because they prevent severe outcomes like hospitalization or death. Let me make something clear to you guys. They keep saying it's worthwhile because it prevents severe outcome like hospitalization or death. Guess who else is making that statement? The White House is making that statement. Karine Jean-Pierre makes that same statement. Guess who will continue to make that statement as well? Mainstream media. Guess who's going to make sure they say that same exact thing again too so they can get more money? These hospitals. And I just gave y'all the inside scoop on what so-called hospitalizations mean. That can mean that there's just been an uptick in people coming to the hospital with flu-like related symptoms, blah, 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 blah. If they happen to test positive with COVID, y'all show me right now, for anybody that's in denial, show me where if you did get COVID again, Whoopi Goldberg got COVID for a third time, can they show me how they tested to see if she got some shape, form, or fashion of a variant? Or is it just speculation? Show me how they isolated it and they literally broke it down and said, you have Omicron. You have the new B2, blah, 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 blah. Show me this. Now, again, let me make something clear to a lot of you in the back that don't want to understand this. You don't even care about it. You just scared. Let me say something else to you. The CDC has it on their website themselves that this so-called new one, this new variant that's going around, There's been no evidence that it has caused severe illness, but they want you to get the new booster so you won't have severe illness. But the new variant, there's no evidence that it causes severe illness, but they want you to get this booster so you won't have severe illness. The new variant has no evidence that it causes severe illness, but they want you to get the vaccination so it won't have you have severe illness. The new variant, it has no evidence of causing severe illness, but they want you to get the vaccination so you won't have severe illness. You know how they say tell a lie long enough and people believe and it becomes truth? Well, guess what? The CDC states that there is no evidence that this new variant causes severe illness, but they want you to get the vaccination so you won't have severe illness. The new variation does not cause severe illness. There's no evidence that it causes severe illness, but they want you to get the vaccination so you won't have severe illness. I'll take my chances again like I did 3 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this is easy. This is really, really, really easy. You guys have an opportunity. You guys have an opportunity to redeem yourself. I told you, I put myself. Look, I'm different. I know a lot of my colleagues. I know a lot of them were scared this first go around because nobody knew what it was. And I said this last night on my channel as well. I had to tell a lot of my colleagues, what did we learn through med school? What did we learn about the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s when it comes to virology, cytology? What did we learn? Rely on that. There are people that were nurse practitioners, other doctors, PTs, PAs. There were all sorts of other people that because of the propaganda and the sensationalism of it that they seen on TV, it's amazing that they became fearful. And a lot of stuff that we learned in school, it went out the window. And I said this last night. They literally thanked me that I was able to bring them back down and rely on the common sense and the things that we learned. We had people that was all over the news that was spreading so much crazy stuff that now they got to go back on it. We have people that have sat there and lied to y'all faces. Lied to y'all faces. And yet y'all still some shape, form, or fashion will defend them. Stockholm syndrome is what you have. Again, I know I'm repeating myself. Your officials who are in these high places told you to your face that if you get this Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot, that you don't have to worry about getting it again. You guys were so proud. Y'all went around and y'all had your vaccination cards. You guys thought you were the cream of the crop. Y'all thought that y'all was part of the 1% elite and y'all damned everybody else that didn't get it. Not all of y'all. I'm talking about you, the ones I'm talking to, you know I'm talking to. Look at this. I got my Vax card. I can go inside the restaurants and eat among the people just like me. You little commoners now, where's your Vax card? Get out of here, peasant. I will not descend from on high to mingle among you commoners and you peasants because I have a Vax card. I may not be able to ride first class, but I feel first class because I can get onto an airplane and I don't have to sit amongst you unvaccinated because I have my Vax card. Go ahead, scan my card. I'm part of the 1%. I have my Vax card, therefore I can go into shopping centers and I don't have to worry about being amongst you unvaccinated peasants. Y'all thought that y'all was just like the cream of the crop. The whole time y'all were being fooled. And I'm just sitting back looking at y'all like, do y'all even know what's going on? They convinced y'all to take something that has never been tested. But all because they were dancing and making videos and all this and that, and all because everybody was, ladies and gentlemen, we have a severe going around. How would you feel Don't you want to see your grandma? Don't you want to visit your parents? Don't you want to spend time with family on Thanksgiving? I have my Vax card. Do you? And they playing the music, bling, 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 bling. They playing the sad music and all of y'all just falling for it. When has any time in the history of you existing did they need to try to coerce, incentivize you to get to get a vaccination that's never been tested? And then it has mRNA in it, which I know a lot of, I'm not even going to break that down to y'all. And you did it. And you went around proud. You have folks like me and other medical professors trying to sound the alarm. But oh no, we getting hit with the misinformation and disinformation. And when we talking about the basic ABCs and 1, 2, 3s in the building block. Matter of fact, I'll raise some of y'all dummies another one. They now have convinced you that if you just confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that you are not the sex that you are, then therefore you're not. And then they want you, other folks, to call them what they're not. And some of y'all are doing it. It's amazing. This whole thing has so many different variables, so many different psychological things that get into the minds of some of y'all. It just let me know how intellectual ignorant a lot of people are. Seriously. Not throwing any hate, not trying to down anybody, but I'm flat out telling you that's exactly what they did. And the minute you have other people out there trying to spread the truth, trying to tell you guys about it, they want to try to censor us. YouTube hit. I cannot tell you how many community strikes I got from YouTube. And then for YouTube to have to put my stuff back up. I cannot tell you guys. I can sit here and put the videos in your face. I can put it in your face. And some of y'all are so prideful because you feel stupid about the decision that you made. You still don't have enough goddamn on, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't even have enough care to even come to your own senses and say, you know what, Ty? I was wrong. You were right. I don't even care if you tell me that, but within your own heart, within your own mind, can you at least not lie to yourself and say that I was wrong about this? Can you come to the conclusion that you indeed was fooled and tricked? You know what they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. What about a third time? What do you call that? Fool me a third time, what? What about a fourth time? All these people that were boosted 4 times, what do you call that? And you're still getting, okay. I told you again, I love this. I love when some of y'all get in here.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
And you want to act like there's no proof. There's no proof that these people ever said it. Here you go again.
Will I get COVID again?
You said no.
You're okay. You're not gonna get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey, folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID.
When people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Dr. Fauci says he has COVID again.
If you've done the right thing and gotten vaccinated, you deserve the freedom to be safe from COVID-19.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And this morning, I learned I tested positive for COVID-19 as well.
There were 3 doses that could prevent it not just from serious illness, but from getting this virus, this Omicron variant, and therefore giving it to others.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews is in quarantine for 7 days after testing positive to COVID.
So I'm fully vaccinated. It gives me some comfort.
Anthony Albanese has just tested positive for coronavirus.
Having received 2 doses of AstraZeneca, it's a very effective vaccine, protection from symptomatic illness and therefore risk of transmission to others.
And now that you know the truth shall make you free, but yet at the same time.
Yeah. That's for you in the back. That's for you in the back who think that we just get on here and we just make up a bunch of nonsense, that we just do dumb things. You know, yeah, that's for y'all in the back. This is not an aha got you one, because the thing is there's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no pride. There's no pride in saying, oh, no, it's not about that, because I'm hoping that this next go around that you make a very, very smart decision and not fall for it. Why in the world would you continue? You know, they always do this little same thing. I know y'all heard it before, and it's so crazy that y'all hear this. They say things like, hey, you know, they say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I'm going to play a few videos just to throw a little common sense at some folks to get y'all to understand something. Check this out. Well, looky here, folks. The CDC admits it without admitting it. Says right here, cloth masks that are used to slow the spread of COVID-19 offer little protection against wildfire smoke. They do not catch small particles found in wildfire smoke that can harm your health. But just ironically, see that particle right there? That's the smoke size particle, kids. This right here is the COVID size particle. So what makes you think that the mask won't work against this, but the mask will work against this one? Yeah. Some of you still think it does? You're idiots. And I say that with the utmost sincerity. I really do say that with the utmost sincerity. If you still are believing that, where's the evidence of what this says also as well? This is while I was at work, y'all. This is at work. Check this out. Folks, so I've been doing a little bit of digging here, and I want to draw you guys' attention to the CDC website when it comes to this new variant that's coming out. I find this to be very peculiar. Check this out. BA2.86 may be more capable of causing infection in people who have previously had COVID or have received the COVID-19 vaccine. So you received your protection from COVID-19, but yet you got to get it again. And then the fact that they said that this may be more infection than those of you that already had the hokey pokey, the Fauci ouchie clock shot. Yeah. But don't believe me. Go on the website and look it up for yourself. Why not? That's the truth there. You know I don't hide truth from you guys, right? Here's another thing. It says on that same line, at this point, there is no evidence that this variant is causing more severe illness. They tell you get it so that you won't have to worry about having it causing you more severe illness or hospitalizations. This is called doing your research and having common sense and critical thinking. Try it. So there we go again. I'm just throwing this stuff out there, and I'm just throwing this out there to show people that these are the games that they play on you when it comes to this stuff. They have nothing more to do than to spread a whole bunch of propaganda. They spread propaganda, and they want you to go and fall back into being the sheep that you were the first time. Let me see what I say right here. Y'all ready for this one? Brace yourself for this one, okay? Of all the warnings that y'all been warned about in the past, all the things I kept on telling you guys, yada, yada, peanut butter hat is going to be boosters, blah, 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 blah. I want y'all to prepare yourself for this. For those of you that fell for the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey, clot shot, you have a chance to redeem yourself. Yeah. Let's read it quietly. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, y'all know the rest. This right here is going to prove it. So you get my point on this? The whole point of that is to show you that they're getting ready to play the same exact games. They're getting ready to play the same exact games on you guys. Now, let me see if I can find some more stuff in here when it comes to that. Because I done made so many different videos when it comes to these things. Don't forget to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen, so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate y'all all being in here. If you have not done it yet and you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. I'm just trying to go right now. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just trying to scroll through some videos to see if I can find something about things that I said way back when it comes to this. I think I was just making fun here. Hold on.
How did doctor describe what happened to you?
Uh-oh. Y'all remember DeMar Hamlin? He collapsed on the field, right? He collapsed on the field. After he got the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clot shot, he collapsed on the field. You know that vaccination can cause myocarditis. But when he got asked, what did the doctor say that caused
All right,
it? Look at his reaction.
How did doctor describe what happened to you?
That's something I want to stay away from.
I bet he did. He could have told us the truth right there, but he didn't. He didn't. Let me see. I might not be able to find some more things on here. It just, why I'm doing this because I really want people to wake up and see the truth for what it is. You have to be able to do that. You just can't rely on sources from the news. You just can't rely on me. You literally have to go out. And when I say go out, I mean go out of your way to actually research things. Go out of your way to ask various questions. I don't ask the same exact people. Even the people that I trust, I still go and get opinions from all sorts of people about this. I just proved and showed you guys that the CDC, which y'all need to trust, you know, the same CDC that says, the same CDC tells you to get the vaccination. Y'all need to listen to what the CDC tells y'all to do. The CDC also has instructions on there how a man is supposed to breastfeed a baby. Again, the CDC has instructions on how a man is supposed to breastfeed a baby. And the CDC wants y'all to listen to what they tell y'all to do when it comes to this. They want you to go and get the vaccinations. You guys need to listen to them. Y'all don't understand sarcasm? Do you understand sarcasm? Now, there also was a video, and I think, let me see. It may be hidden, but I think I posted something because I don't want y'all to forget about what they try to do to y'all. Here we go. Check this out. Let me share this with y'all. Check this out. I'm not letting y'all forget. I'm not going to let them forget. Nobody. Check this out.
The unvaccinated. You are the problem. It is the unvaccinated who are the problem. Period. End of story.
The only people that you can blame, this isn't shaming, this is the truth. Maybe they should be shamed, are the unvaccinated.
It's time to start blaming the unvaccinated folks, not the regular folks.
Anyone you came into contact with will blame you, as will the rest of us who have done the right thing by getting vaccinated.
Because frankly, we know that we can't trust the unvaccinated.
I think it's time to get our moral house in order, Anderson. It's the unvaccinated who are the threat.
All of us vaccinated folks are going to start wearing masks to protect the unvaccinated folks. It's called a Christian value.
You're basically punishing the vaccinated for the sins of the unvaccinated.
People are not behaving honorably. The unvaccinated are basically saying, well, it's open season for me. I can do whatever I want.
You are the unvaccinated. You are the problem.
Yeah. That's what kept on being replayed, resaid over and over and over again across the airways through mainstream media. And they literally got some of you ignorant folks to literally turn on your own blood. These people that spread this propaganda, they don't even know you guys. They don't even care about you guys. But yet they were able to convince a lot of you to not allow your children to see their grandparents. They convinced a lot of you to not have people over for Thanksgiving. They convinced a lot of you to go out there and literally hate your own cousins, brothers and sisters, because of this stuff right here, y'all will sit there and y'all will swear all day long. That stuff that happened in the Holocaust, that stuff can never happen again. You sat there and listened to what they did right there, the same exact playbook that Hitler did. That's what y'all did. The unvaccinated is a problem. The unvaccinated, they sat there and got y'all to turn on your own family when these people don't even know who y'all are. Family members who have been there with you through thick and thin. Some of you dummies, y'all sat there and turned on your own parents. I can't tell y'all how many different parents have told me my daughter won't even let me come and see my grandson because I won't get vaccinated. How crazy is that? Your same mom and dad who raised you, who comforted you when you were sick, who came and picked you up from school when you were sick, who sat there and rocked you when you had a bellyache, who sat there and gave you medication when you were sick. You sat there and turned on them because TV told you to. TV convinced you that your mom and your dad was the enemy. TV convinced you that your cousins and all were the enemy. They convinced you that your own boyfriends and spouses were the enemy. And y'all fell for it. And then still have enough pride and the audacity not to even want to come back and apologize to them because you got too much pride. That's who y'all are. That says more about you than individuals like me that wasn't vaccinated and still won't get vaccinated. Don't give a good goddamn care how y'all feel about me not being vaccinated. I didn't turn on my family. Even the ones that got vaccinated, I did not care because y'all, listen, a lot of you who really, really felt that you were doing what you felt was best for you, I'm not talking to y'all. If you did this, because I know there was a lot of things going on, there was a lot of fear in the air, there was a lot of propaganda, there was a lot of sensationalism, you go to work, people talking about it, you felt really that you were doing the right thing for yourself, you did it, you stayed in your lane, you didn't damn anybody, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the same ones who thought they were a part of the elite class, walking around with your little vax card and everything like that, thinking you were the cream of the crop. I'm talking to y'all. 2 years of propaganda and sensationalism has caused you to break ties with people who's supposed to be there with you for the rest of your life to the day that you or they die. Then they turn around and told you that if one of your parents or somebody in your family do die, you can't even go to the funeral. Well, I don't care about that because those corpses can have that. They can be cold. Y'all, wow. This was a big, huge psychological psyops, and a lot of y'all got played right into it. You fell right into it, and all this was a simple, well, not a simple, it was a mass test to show who they can manipulate and who they can't. The ones that they can't manipulate, the ones that had a different opinion, the ones that had questions, censor them because we only want to put people up there that's going to continue to push this same message because we want to keep on putting the same thing in their minds. Get the shot, get the shot, get the shot, get the shot. Damn them, damn them, damn them, damn them. Get the shot, get the shot, get the shot, get the shot. They're the enemy, they're the enemy, they're the enemy, they're the enemy. Hey, if you get the shot, we're going to give you $100 bonus. If you get the shot, we're going to give you a food incentive. If you get the shot, we're going to give you $50 off. If you get the shot, and y'all were just walking right into it. And make sure you damn your family while you at it. Make sure you cut ties with your family. Make sure you cut ties with your friends. Your friends are the enemy. Crazy. Crazy. So it was more than just about the COVID itself. This right here showed proof, and it showed me more about you than it did about the people that didn't get the vaccination. Some of y'all, I don't even know if y'all, I hope you were able to get back with your family. Go and apologize to them. Let them know how ignorant you was. Let them know that you're sorry. Let them know that you was just caught up in all the pandemonium and the sensationalism and the propaganda. Let them know that you was caught up in it. Really apologize to them because you just don't know how bad you can hurt a lot of your family members, and some of that stuff is hard to come back from. I don't care who said it. Life is too short, because I can guarantee you this. When you die, there's not going to be anybody at your funeral that's going to get up there and say, you know what? He or she, they were so full of life. And one thing that I can say about them is that they got vaccinated and boosted. Nobody's going to get up there and say anything like that when you die. Nobody. Guarantee you your money back. Nobody is going to praise you for getting up there. No one is going to praise you for getting vaccinated when you die. Nobody cares. What they are going to talk about is how you made them laugh, how you made them smile. Maybe one day you showed up with pizza, or when you had them cracking up and laughing when you slipped and fell. They are going to get up there and talk about that. They're going to get up and talk about how you may have inspired them, but I guarantee you nobody's going to give a good goddamn don't care how many boosters you got. On the flip side, I guarantee you that, and this happened, I guarantee you that if you sat there and you disowned your family members and something happened to you and you passed away, your family didn't even show up to your funeral. When you got hurt, look, I'm telling y'all, this happened in the hospitals. There were people out there that damned their families and disowned their families because their family didn't get the vax card. They got in car accidents. And we said, who's your next of kin? This is me at a patient's bed, right? Who's your next of kin? Who's your next of kin? Well, here's the phone number. I call the phone number. No, I'm not going to come up there and see her. She didn't want me coming visiting her. And I literally stay I stay in the same vicinity where she stays. Yes, I know that's my daughter. Yes, I know that's my son. I'm not going to come and see her. Why did she put me down as emergency? She didn't even want me to come to her house because I wasn't vaccinated. But now she wants me to come to the hospital and see her. Tell her I said no, thank you. Who do you have next on your list for the next? Who do you have next on your list for the next emergency? I got to go back and tell this patient, and we have to tell them. Well, we got in contact with your mom, we got in contact with your dad, but they refused to come. Well, why? That's something that you might want to call your mom or call your dad and ask them why. But what did they say to you? That's something that I feel that you might want to tell your mom or tell your dad why they are deciding not to come. I'm telling y'all. Shout out to that kid C. I don't know what that means. Treatment CH. I don't know what that means. Says, good afternoon. I'm someone who was vaxxed, but it was because I was going to be fired and put out of my own family. At the end of the day, I'm not going to demonize someone who didn't get vaxxed. I hate that happened to you, the kid. At the same time, I passed out over 7,000. 7,000. I know y'all might think that's small. I passed out over 7,000 different strategies of how you can still maintain your job by filling out a religious exemption along with some other things to give to your employer. I gave out over 7,000 over this whole nation of how they can get past it. And guess what? Not one person came back to me and say, Ty, it didn't work. So I get that you said that you might have been fired, but I guarantee you, had you gotten a hold of me while that was going on, you would have beat that, because if not, you would have been suing your job right now. Guarantee you, or your money back. But again, God bless you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I said this last night. I don't believe that there is going to be more lockdowns and all those things like that coming. I think what's going to happen, they're not going to have to ask you guys to do any of that. And I want to make something clear. Listen to me, because I said this to y'all the first go around. Listen to me real closely. Understand the lingo that's being used when it's being used. Understand the lingo that's being used when it's being used. What are you talking about, Ty? There is a difference between recommended and required. I'm going to say that slow. There is a difference between recommended and required. I never wore a mask when I went into any restaurant, any grocery store. I don't care where it was. I did not care. I went in there. Sir, don't say that to me. Mind your business, lady. But I just told you to mind your business, and I kept on walking. Excuse me, sir. According to our word, we recommend. I don't care what you recommend. Leave me alone. Go on about your business. And they left me alone. Sir, would you like a mask? Do I look like I want one? This is me. My wife would be like, oh my God. So we got to the point where my wife was like, I'm not going nowhere with you. Because she know I looked for it. I waited for somebody to come up to me and say something about putting on a mask when I went into the stores. There's a difference between required and recommended. And let's just say they did say, well, according to our manager, everybody that's in here shopping has to have on a mask. Well, go get your manager and tell him to bring the policy along while he's at it. So I know what verbiage and all that is being used in your policy so I can sue them. There's a difference between required and recommended. Okay? They just got done saying that they're going to be recommending. Check this out. Have y'all noticed that there's a lot of things when it comes to a lot of medical commercials as well? 9 out of 10 doctors recommend that you use Tylenol. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend that you use Advil. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend that you use ibuprofen. 9 out of 10 dentists say that you should use this toothpaste. They recommend it. Doesn't mean that it's required. Just like with the vaccination. Do y'all know that the FDA, they approved for the vaccination to go out as an EDA or EUA, I'm sorry, but they did not authorize it. Uh-oh. I know. I had the papers when they gave it to us from day one. I went through it on my channel, word by word, with a lot of you guys. And I might be getting the two mixed up, but I'm telling you, they said that the FDA, they said this is, or maybe it's the other way around, it's unapproved, but they authorized it to be used. Maybe that's how it is. It wasn't approved by the FDA, but they authorized them to use it as an EUA, emergency use, blah, blah, blah. Emergency use authorization, I think. So yeah, it wasn't approved, but it was authorized by the FDA. This is what I'm telling you guys, the usage of words. So you would think that authorization and approval means the same thing, and they don't. You would think that required and recommendation means the same thing, and they're very calculated when they use the words like that. Same sound, requirement, recommended. They both seem like they mean the same thing, but they don't. Authorized, approved. It doesn't mean the same thing. But this is what they did. I said this from the beginning. I have been, y'all, oh my God, we have treated several people that I know. We have been face to face, treated patients that have COVID. I don't know any of my colleagues, no nurse practitioners. I don't know any of the doctors, any of them. And I tell you right now, I don't care what they say. They were mad at me. I did not care. I put on the shield all day long. I'm not putting that mask on. And now we know what the mask do. Y'all, my God. This was all on my channel even 2 years ago when I was telling y'all that prolonged use of the mask is going to jeopardize your immune system. People are going to end up coming up with not only viral infections, but they end up getting bacterial infections. And now the NIH is coming out and saying that prolonged use of the N95 mask were causing a lot of people to come down with crazy illnesses, even up to the point to where they're saying cancer. Cancer from the masks, from chemicals and products in the mask, like they didn't know those were in there. Man, I'm telling y'all. That kid with, hey, check this out. I really do appreciate it. But I would rather have you send that to Cash App or send that through PayPal. And the only reason why I say that is because YouTube demonetizes all my videos. So what you just sent right here, I really, really appreciate it. I really do. I really, really do. Only thing is YouTube is going to take over half of that. But I really appreciate it. God bless you. That says, on a lighter note, I've been working out and taking vitamin D and vitamin K, turmeric, black seed oil, magnesium, sea moss. Yes, nattokinase. You are on it, my friend. Keep doing that. Guys, if y'all don't know about this, if anybody, this portion of the video, you probably need to pause this or take a picture with your phone. He is literally giving you, or she, whoever it is, I'm sorry, the kid, they are literally giving you what you need to do if you did take the vax. or if you ever gotten COVID. That right there is what you need to do right there. I'm not your doctor. I'm not giving you this information for treatment purposes. This is just informational. This all. These things you all can go and get over the counter. Shout out to Dr. Peter McCullough. This right here will help get rid of the spike protein, according to Dr. McCullough, but there's no scientific evidence that proves otherwise. Disclaimer, sarcasm here. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Really appreciate if you did that. Really, really, really would appreciate if you did that. There have been several, and I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it, and because I really do want, I look. I even told my wife, I've been doing some thinking. I'm even getting to the point to where right now I'm in the role of being in administration. I'm man, if I can go and do this full time, like what I'm doing right now, if I can go full time around the nation, just teaching this, showing the studies, showing the results, I would love to do that full time because I feel that people need to be completely educated with nothing more than the truth. You need to be, look, I'm gonna tell y'all another little secret that y'all might know it, you may not know it. Did y'all know y'all wouldn't believe me if I told y'all the high percentage of medical professionals that has never gotten any of this. You wouldn't believe the amount of medical professionals that don't even get the flu shot. I've never gotten it since never. I've never had it. I got through school, and you know how they say you got to have this shot, this shot, that shot. I didn't get any of them. Not one, not no Hep B, not no Hep C, none of it. I don't even want them putting that goddamn on stuff in my arm when you have to test for tuberculosis. Here, draw some blood. But nope, you're not injected. I don't care what you say. Oh, it's found to be. I don't care. I'm not doing it. You can draw some blood, go do it through my blood. Thank you very much. But I'm not injecting that stuff in me. That's me. Y'all have no idea. There's people right now. One of the people who sat on the board for, I think across this, I forget where he's from. He's across seas, whatever like that. He is like the board. And this man, they found out that he lied about himself getting vaccinated. And I don't care what nobody has said about this. It's arguable, but there was a doctor that got fined because he was injecting all of his patients with, he was injecting all of them with saline. He was injecting them pretty much with Gatorade or sodium chloride or sodium potassium. Now go ask those patients go find out if any of them passed away. Nope. See if any of them contracted COVID. Nope. But guess what? The placebo effect, they all thought that they were protected and found out he injected all of them with saline. And I think he got fined. I think they tried to give him jail time, but ultimately he got fined. But I want to raise y'all another one. How is it that the big head honchos who are over Pfizer, who pushes you to get it, they got in trouble because we found out that they lied. They had somebody plagiarize them that vaccination card, like they got the vaccination and boosted, and they didn't. Wouldn't that make you okay? All right, Edward Cole said, "Hey Ty, I'm a senior. How detrimental is or has the spike protein been to the senior population? Very detrimental. See, you can call this conspiracy theory all you want to for the ones that don't believe this. There's a reason why they're trying to wipe you baby boomers out. Y'all too much of a burden on the medical system right now. You guys are too much of a burden on the medical system right now." Yeah, especially if you have a whole lot of other comorbidities. Yeah. The baby boomers, y'all too much of a burden. Y'all all in the nursing homes, y'all all in the hospital. Go ahead and get it, because you older people, you have to get it so you can protect yourself, because you're elderly. You have an elderly immune system. Y'all, man, y'all, if y'all only knew, man, this I do my best to try to educate people. Have y'all ever seen 60, 70, 80-year-old bodybuilders? If you ever seen 60, okay. Let me see something here. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Jeez. Okay, as you guys look through this right here, look at these elderly people right here. Look at this. These are elderly people, right? The reason why I want to show you guys that is this. Can you look at those elderly people and say that those are elderly muscles? If I did not show you some of those people's faces, would you be able to look at those bodies and say those are elderly muscles? Would you be able to say those are elderly biceps? Those are elderly triceps. Those are elderly supraspinatus. Those are elderly pecs. Those are elderly abdominals. Those are elderly transverse abdominis. Those are elderly obliques. Those are elderly rhomboids. Those are elderly traps. Those are elderly sternocleidomastoids. Would y'all be able to look at that and tell that? The reason why I'm saying that is, who has convinced you that there's also a such thing as an elderly immune system? Now, you might be old, you might not be on medication, but you have an elderly immune system. What? This is what I try to get people to think. What do you mean an elderly immune system? Man, I know. People like me, who was being damned for being unvaxxed. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. And this is nothing against the ones who did what you thought was best for you. You did what you felt was best for you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking to you who didn't go around damning anybody, rejecting anybody. I'm not talking to you who did not go along with that crazy video I just showed you, where they made it seem like the unvaccinated people were the issue, were the problem. You to just disown them and shame them, blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking to you. But to the ones who went along with this rhetoric, who went along with this, and you thought you were the cream of the crop, I really do hope that this time around, you're different. Look at the evidence for what it is. They said it, that if you got the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clot shot, you won't get it again. And they lied. Let me see if I can find y'all something else about how somebody lies to your face. See if I can share this screen with y'all. See, I like to keep receipts. And again, I appreciate all 200 of you guys being here. Chair Minsky, love you right back. I appreciate that. Look, I'm trying to leave y'all with a lot of little nuggets here, okay? That's what I'm trying to do. Even for the ones that might have gotten it, I just want to show you how these people will lie to your face. Believe, man, y'all know what they said? Maya Angelou said it, right? Maya Angelou said it. She said, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. But let me show y'all something right here. Peep game, peep game, peep game. He wants you to trust him.
I don't know how many times I can say it, Madam Chair. We did not fund gain of function research to be conducted in the Wuhan Institute of Virology.
In our health lead, we now know that a bat coronavirus was enhanced in a lab.
NIH and NIAID categorically has not funded gain of function research to be conducted in the Wuhan Institute.
The National Institutes of Health acknowledged that it funded research of a virus that was studied at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. The experiment unexpectedly, we're told, made a bat coronavirus more contagious than the original naturally occurring one.
Dr. Fauci, knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH never funded gain of function research in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, I have never lied before the Congress, and I do not retract that statement.
A new letter raising questions about experiments in a Wuhan lab.
Let me finish.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans.
Right.
You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about.
For years, the National Institutes of Health provided grant money to the Eco Health Alliance Research Group, which conducted experiments with bat coronaviruses in Wuhan, China.
And if anybody is lying here, Senator, it is you. That's where you are getting. Let me finish.
We don't know.
Well, wait a minute.
If it did come from the lab, but all the evidence is pointing that it came from the lab. And there will be responsibility for those who funded the lab, including yourself.
National Institute of Health admitted this week that it funded controversial gain of function research using coronaviruses at a lab in China at the epicenter of the pandemic, contradicting claims from Dr. Anthony Fauci that American tax dollars never paid for that kind of research.
I have not lied before Congress. I have never lied, certainly not before Congress. Case closed.
Yeah. This is stuff that I did years ago while this is all going on. And even with me showing that video at the time that all this is going on, a lot of people, oh, look, that does what, man? I'm telling y'all, I thought that I would never see Stockholm Syndrome in the corporate world. I never thought I would see Stockholm Syndrome amongst, I guess, what I would consider to be middle class and upper class individuals. I thought that I would only see Stockholm Syndrome where I grew up at in the hood. What are you talking about, Ty? Seeing women getting beat or even seeing dudes getting played, and they still go back to the person that's doing all the damage to them. It is a strange, weird phenomenon that you who are being abused and beaten and smacked around, bloody, you still will go back to the individuals that doing it to them because somehow they convince you that it's your fault. It's crazy. Lying straight to your face. And y'all will still try to sit there and justify them. It's amazing. Let me see if I can find something else. Because I got some more stuff, I think. Give me a second here. If you're new in here right now, don't forget to hit the like button right now. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me see if I can find it. There's no way. Bear with me, folks, okay? Hit the like button. Woo! Hit the like button, if you will. Again, this might sound crazy to a lot of you. Make sure you go and double check to see if you are still subscribed to my channel, because YouTube is unsubscribing you from my channel. And let me go ahead. Hey, do me a favor right now as well, too, folks. While y'all in here, I'm getting ready to post something right down here in this banner area. Make sure y'all see all these things down here. Make sure y'all go check to see. Make sure that you're following me on all these social media platforms right here, okay? While I search for this video right here, I want y'all to go and check that out for me, okay? Let me see if I can find the one with Dr. Fauci. See what this one is. Give me a second. No, that's not it. Let me see if this is it. So if you're in here right now, if you look down there below, you will see a little ticker going right there. Make sure y'all follow me. Make sure you take time out to follow me on those social media platforms. Right now, I'm trying to find a video for you guys.
Vaccines. Yeah, though. Well, the menstrual thing is something that seems to be quite transient and temporary. That's the point. That's one of the points. We need to study it more.
Oh, we need to study it more. We need to study it more. It's just like human fertility, reproducing the species, the most important event in most people's lives. We need to study it more. Oh, but it's too late. We just forced millions of women to take that drug. Sorry. So how did they release a vaccine and then make it mandatory when they didn't understand the long-term effects of the drug?
Hence why you can't release a shot that has not been tested long enough to determine the efficacy for a general population.
That's a very good question. Here's Deborah Birx. She's the former White House COVID response director, again on Fox News.
I knew these vaccines were not going to protect against infection, and I think we overplayed the vaccines, and it made people then worry that it's not going to protect against severe disease and hospitalization. It will, but let's be very clear. 50% of the people who died from the Omicron surge were older, vaccinated.
What? Stop the quote. I knew these vaccines were not going to protect against infection. Really, Deborah Birx? But somehow you forgot to mention that as people were being fired from their jobs for not taking this on the premise that if they took it, they would never be
Yeah. Hold on. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to go through some of these because this is stuff that I did a year ago or something like that, different videos like this. So bear with me.
75% of voters say the country is heading in the wrong direction despite the results.
So you guys, I want you to go onto Google Translate right now. Start the language.
The question.
Is there any circumstance in the world in which President Trump could dodge the subpoena?
That's not it. Hold on. Bear with me. Now, when I told you guys, when I mentioned earlier to you guys, check this out. When I said to you that these people, listen to me, y'all. I need y'all to pay attention to this. When I tell you that there is an agenda out there, when you have people saying the same exact thing to you guys, verbatim, the same exact way, you should be concerned. People should be able to formulate their own shows, say their own. I mean, like me, I don't repeat verbatim, word for word when I do my shows. This is my own thinking. This is my own take. This is my own logic. This is my own sense when I'm talking about these things. But let me show you how they get a lot of people to become sheep. Let me show y'all. Let me show you how much your trusted sources in the news is. Watch this. This should be concerning to a lot of y'all. This is what the news do. This is from all over the nation, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media
simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extreme.
Facts first.
See that? Did y'all hear that? Now, check this out.
I turned down a movie because I didn't want to get the motherfucking jab. You know, I turned down 9 million. You know, fuck that jab. And fuck y'all for trying to make me get it.
The fuck? You know, somehow, I told you so just doesn't quite say it.
There we go. Now, let me see if I can find some more. Especially with Dr. Fauci flip-flopping. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what, y'all can go on a search with me. Let me look at it from a different way. Y'all probably like, dude, what are these videos on here? I do a whole lot of stuff on my channel, y'all. Oh yeah, I gotta troll some of y'all.
Was the Pfizer
Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this because this is some videos that I got banned for, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this right here.
COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before.
There's this really good book called The Bible.
Was the Pfizer COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before it entered the market?
No.
Wait a damn minute.
Will Smith said it best. Y'all didn't hear that? Listen to what this man just asked her. There's this really good book called The Bible. They have a lot of. Listen to what this man just asked this woman. Okay? Guys, stop typing for a quick second. Listen to what he asked her. Listen.
Was the Pfizer
COVID vaccine tested on stopping
vaccine tested on stopping the transmission?
Was the COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before it entered the market? And look what they said.
Of the virus before it entered the market.
No.
Wait a damn minute.
Was the COVID vaccine tested on transmission, et cetera, before it entered the market? She said, no, but they told you it's safe. You won't get it again. But then you got the dang, I know, I told you, this is why it's just so crazy to me that people, in times like this, you are choosing to be a sheep. You are literally choosing to be deceived. There is no more fool me twice and all. There is no more. You are literally choosing to go along with it. How much more do I need to show you? Well, Ty, you know. No, there ain't no Ty, you know. Let me see if I can find something else in here because I really want to see the video where I showed where Fauci flip-flop.
We all out here.
Let me see if I can just find it on YouTube. Ooh, y'all, it's crazy. They trying to suppress it. Don't forget, if you're in here right now, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel right now. Let me see if y'all want me to do this with y'all. I'll do that with y'all. Let me see if I can get it to where I was trying to show it to where you guys will be able to surf through it with me. What the heck? I know y'all wondering, like, dude, what is this that you are showing us right now? This is my Instagram, but I want to take y'all through. Let me see if I can take y'all through this. They took my video down. I had a video up here about Dr. Fauci. Let me see if my guy Corey. Give me 1 second. My guy Corey posted it too. I wonder if they took his down. Corey Yeshua. Go subscribe to my guy Corey Yeshua. He put what? No way. What? Okay, check this out.
Whoopi is not here. She has COVID. Yes, it's back. It's back. It's back.
Now, this is the third time Whoopi Goldberg has had it. And if memory serves me correct, as of 2022, she was quadruple jabbed. And I remember the last time she actually filmed from home and said she did everything. She social distanced, she wore the mask, she got the jab, and still got it. And it's not just Whoopi. The First Lady, Jill Biden, has gotten the bug for the second time, and she also has been quadruple jabbed. This is all interesting because I'm old enough to remember Joe Biden during CNN's presidential town hall saying that if you get these jabs, you're not going to get the bug. I'm also old enough to remember MSNBC's Rachel Maddow saying that the bug stops with every jabbed person, and the bug can't use someone that's jabbed to go to someone else. The jab stops the bug in its tracks. And who can forget the Center for Disease Control Director Rochelle Walensky suggesting that people who had the jab do not carry the bug, do not get sick. Seems to me like the government and people in the media will say whatever they need to say to get you to do whatever it is they want you to do. Check this one out.
First of all, I didn't recommend locking anything down. And the record will show, Neil, that we didn't recommend shutting everything down. I recommended to the president that we shut the country down.
I guess that wasn't Dr. Fauci that said that. Well, if you the minute you have it in your mind to want to try to dispute that, all you're telling me is that you have Stockholm syndrome. That's it. That's it. You have Stockholm syndrome. There is no getting around that.
And that was a very difficult decision because I knew it would have serious economic consequences.
It didn't have any consequences for you, but for us it did. People lost their jobs, people lost their businesses. Guess who benefited from all the small businesses having to close? Big box stores who were allowed to stay open, and the 1%. This all led to one of the greatest wealth transfers in American history. Funny thing is, after all this, Whoopi will get back on TV and not only defend these people, but give you the same talking points that they do.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There is nothing more I think that I can add to this. Nothing more I can add to this. We getting ready to close this thing out, folks. If you need to rewatch this, go ahead and do that. That's it. If anybody else come up with COVID, I'm going to be right on there again like I'm doing right now to pretty much repeat a lot of stuff that I've already said, because what can happen, there can be people that might be new to the channel that did not see this video or the one I did last night, and the information that I push out, it may be new to them. So anybody in the celebrities, anybody like that they make breaking news on that got COVID again, I will be right on it and doing the video on it again, just so we can see that this so-called trust the science, the so-called we're in this together, social distance, care, blah, 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 blah. It was all bull crap. All complete bull crap. Period. Bull crap. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting ready to get out of here. You guys all know how I close these things out here. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate the support. If I go live again later on for the ones who hit, let me see. If it's a lot of y'all, I'm not going to probably be able to read all these off because y'all, I told you a brother came from the gym. Okay, I got y'all. Okay. Noches with the Cash App. I really, really appreciate you, and God bless you for sending that in. Rafas Ada, God bless you, and thank you so much for the Cash App. Boy 38. I really appreciate you sending in the Cash App. God bless you. It's Cedric. God bless you for sending in the Cash App. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. God bless you. Gerg, that's a weird name. G-E-R-G, Gerg. God bless you. I really appreciate you for sending the Cash App. Really appreciate it very much. Unconventional sis, unconventional one who's in the chat right now. Sis, I really do appreciate the Cash App. God bless you for all your support, your comments, and all that on the channel. Really, really appreciate that. God bless you. Seth with the Cash App. God bless you. I really, really, really appreciate you for sending that in. Guys, you guys all know I end all this, and I really mean it for all 100 and plus people that have watched my channel tonight. Hit the thumbs up before you get out of here. Don't forget, all you guys have a cell phone in your hand. Let people know about this channel. Have them come over to subscribe to the channel. This message will be spread from people just like you. It doesn't take much for you to get in that phone and let people know about this channel and just say, look, just subscribe to the dude and look at some of the videos he posts. Go check out his Instagram, yada, yada, peanut butter, okay? Appreciate you guys, all right? Much love to you all. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys in here that listen to me, I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I really do pray that whether you are vaccinated, unvaccinated, Democrat, Republican, I really do hope and pray that every last one of you are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.